Welcome inside the Colchester Legion Stadium for Nova Scotia Under-16 AAA Hockey League action presented by High Button Sports. Final weekend of the regular season here at the Colchester Legion Stadium as the Fundy Thunder hosting the Moncton Thunderbirds. Fundy comes into this game 9th place with a record of 8-20-0-3, coming off a loss in their last game. With the Thunderbirds, a tough weekend to end off the season. 3 games in 3 nights for the Moncton-based squad. They come into this one 6-22-0-2, the bottom of the U16 standings, but coming off a big win, 7-6 against the high-powered Basin Armada last weekend. As we get set to go here at the stadium, Gavin Moore lines up for the draw, and we're underway here in Truro. Blake Gallant gets a nod in goal for the Thunderbirds. It'll be Callum DeWolf, number 29, at the other end. Thunderbirds will send it ahead. It's tipped by Cousins. Singer will pick it back up and send it out to center. Blay circles into his own end. It's tipped ahead by Learmouth. Turned over here. Singer, he'll look behind him and then cycle it down low. Atkinson will give chase on the far side. Atkinson loses it to Moore. Sent to the line. White will keep it in. Sent back out to center. White back on it. Will knife it back through, but right on a stick of Blay. O'Connor lost it. It's chipped back in by Warwick as Fundy will continue to press. Thunderbirds short-staffed tonight with a couple APs in the lineup. Cousins, streak ahead. He'll stop up, pass across ice, looking for O'Connor. That was tipped aside by Parker. Now back the other way is the Fundy captain, Uloth. He'll gain the line, send one right in on Blake Gallant as that hops in to his midsection, and he'll cover up just a minute 6 into this one. Last weekend of regular season action here in the U16 League before playoffs get started. Moncton here tonight, then they'll be in Sackville to take on the Kings tomorrow before heading back towards home. They'll have to make a quick pit stop on the island to take on the Eastern Dukes. A tough task in its own right to finish off their regular season. Thunder will host Moncton here tonight and then head down to West Hants as they'll take on the Dartmouth Voyageurs. Uloth down low, being watched by Price as Price tries to box him out. Cogger down there as well. Pulled free by Uloth. Send it back to McIver. McIver sends one towards the net. Puck rolled on him and it flew high and over the net. Thunder continue to press down low as Cogger lifts a stick of his man, trying to strip the defender. It's sent to the wall. Parker will keep it in. Down low for McIver. To the middle. Tipped on goal. They score! Jacob Cogger with a deflection in front, and Fundy takes an early lead. Good low point shot, and Cogger along the ice able to deflect it through, and the Thunder get the first goal early here. A good start at home for the Thunder, and Baird will step it right back up ice for Fundy. And over the line, shot punched aside by Blake Gallant. Back the other way. Thunderbirds will race up ice. Kobe Terrio, the leading scorer for Moncton, worked it ahead, but he lost it. Chamberlain will throw it back in as he takes a hard bump into the Fundy bench. Lob up the wall, Rennie. Through the seam, here's Cochran. Cochran toe drags past one, trying to stay with his man. Centered it in front for Baird, missed him. As Lance takes a bump. Chamberlain passed ahead, one touch to the middle. Terrio, rink wide pass, chipped through by Lance as he runs over his man. It's both benches getting loud early out in front. Lance couldn't get the shot through as he rolls in on DeWolf. The net will come off. As Lance was wide open in front of the net. Terrio tried to feed it to him, but the puck just bounced, hopped over his stick. Lance flew right back into DeWolf. So we know Moncton will take on St. John in that New Brunswick battle in the playoffs. Seeding still remain to be determined for the Nova Scotia portion. So Shea off the draw will feather it ahead. White pinches up. Here's Keegan Frazier. Sent back out to center. Singer will swipe it away in front of the Moncton bench as Gagnon jockeys for position with his man. Frazier gets by the defenseman who had stepped up for a hit. Now Frazier in, has Cogger going on that. Good stick by Steves. As Frazier will circle back. Pitts fresh off the bench will hold the line. Frazier. Down low, Cogger has a man going to the net. Shot save made by Gallant. Moncton will clear it, but not out. Frazier tries to weave in. He's stopped, and it's sent down the ice by the Thunderbirds. An icing call against the visitors. Nearly 4 minutes gone here on this one. Fundy pressing early. Shots 4-0 in favor of the home side. The face-off will come down to the left of Gallant. Moore will come in for the draw against 410. 410 wins it. It's rimmed around the wall. Martin Carroll. Pick it up for Moncton ahead, looking for 410. Sent ahead. Dumped in by the Thunderbirds. Barker. Ahead for Atkinson. They'll swipe it up the wall for Gavin Moore. Moore takes a look. He'll gain center. Try to flip it in. Didn't get much on it. Parker will follow him up and throw it in deep. Both teams in the midst of changes. It's sent ahead. Swiped through by Carroll Martin. Reed. Long pass ahead. Moore will make a move at the line, but he got bumped. Delayed offside against the Thunder. And that'll give Moncton a chance to break it out. Long pass ahead. Hit a couple of sticks, and now Cousins will pick it up in the Fundy end. He'll leave it. Long pass up to the left point. Shot comes in. Save made by Callum DeWolf as Blay let that go from the left point. Face-off will come to the right of DeWolf. Uloth lines up for the defensive zone draw. It's both of the wingers hacking at each other. It'll delay the draw momentarily, but it sent out Cousins, knocked his man down. Learmouth gets it in the slot, but fanned on it. Thunder will clear. Price goes D to D. Pass ahead. Learmouth can handle it cleanly. He'll have to peel back into his own end. He'll pick it up. Leaves it for Price. Price to Blay. Blay. Long pass up the wall. Cousins had to wait. It was just a step offside. Thunderbirds forced to tag up. Long pass through the middle. Misses everybody and right on the stick of Elliot Blay. Blay to Price. Blay gets the return feed. Will pick it up for Moncton. Long pass through the middle. Good tip by Cousins. He'll stay with it. She tries to chase it down. Sharp angle shot off the outside of the net. Cousins will pick it back up for Moncton. Comes out in front. Puck's there. DeWolf made the stop. Thunder are able to get it out. McIver cuts through the middle. His Steve's watching him. Jackson McIver will drive wide, get it deep, and peel off on a change. Dumped out by Moncton. It's thrown right back in by Jack White to the opposite corner. Baird will give chase as the Steve. Steves beats him there and will flip it up and out center. Rennie tries to weave around one, stays with it. Maddox Rennie. Pass across, looking for Cochran. It's swiped aside. Long flip pass ahead and a breakaway back the other way if they hurry. Shot comes in, scores! Damian McNaughton gets a stretch feed and puts it up and over the shoulder of Callum DeWolf. And the Thunderbirds tie it up here with 15:54 to go here in period number 1. Good flip pass. And it came down right by McNaughton. He had to settle it down quickly. Good move by him to not let it get too far ahead of him. He makes no mistake on the breakaway and finishes it off up and over the glove side of Callum DeWolf. And the Thunderbirds right back with the puck. Steves skate out, chipped ahead. Matthews will get it in, turned over. Cochran. Head for Rennie. It was Learmouth who made the pass. Baird to the middle, has some room, shoots, glove save made by Gallant. 13:26 left to go in the period. Good response by the Thunderbirds. It was all Fundy there for the first couple minutes. Thunderbirds able to respond well, and they get on the score sheet. Parker gets it at the point. They're trying to deflect it off the crossbar, and it's swatted away by Gallant. Oh, what a tip by Baird in front. Beat Gallant, but not the bar, and then the puck stayed in the blue paint. It was swiped away. Another chance pad save made by Gallant. That went off the stick of Rennie. Price. Chip it ahead, unable to clear. Cochran will knife it back down low. Price first on it as he's angled off into the boards. It's sent out to the line. Brennan Reed off his back foot. His shot was blocked. He holds the line and will rim it back down low. Gagnon bumped into the end wall. It's picked up by Moncton back the other way. Saucer pass through the middle, missed its mark. Reed will send it ahead. Laba. Head looking for Frazier, missed him. Blay will pick it up in his own end. He'll go D-to-D for O'Shea. O'Shea pass through the middle is deflected. Icing will be waved off. Lava will pick it up and ride it up the wall. Nathan Laba through the middle. McIver will have to give chase. Has a step on Steves. McIver flips it ahead. Good play by Steves to chop it into the corner as it's picked up by Blay. He'll come out from behind his net, turn back over. Comes out to the middle. Steves will slow it down. Pass it up ahead. Over the line. That shot blocked. Here's Gavin Moore. Down the near side. Has some room. Moore still with it. Down the left side. Glove save once again by Blake Gallant. Just over 8 gone here in this first period. Opening goal from Jacob Cogger of the Thunder. Thunderbirds able to respond off the stick of Damian McNaughton. Thunder get the offense's own draw here. Moore in to take it, but lose it back to 410. Chopped to the line, kept in by Singer. Knifes it down low. Pass ahead, Warwick got chopped down in his own end. It's sent out by the Thunderbirds, but it'll be an icing against the visitors. Shot 7-3 in favor of Fundy. This face-off will come back in deep down Moncton end. Moore will come in to take the draw once again against 410. To the left of Blake Gallant. Moore snaps it straight back. Singer feathered it back down low. Warwick. Cycle down low for Moore. He'll spin off a check. Moore behind the net, but it's picked up by the Thunderbirds, and they'll rim it all the way around. Out into the Fundy end. Singer. D-to-D pass. White. Good pass through the middle. Moore trying to knife it ahead. He's knocked off stride, but Atkinson will follow him up. So peel back as he takes a bump. Thunderbirds will once again send it to like the ice, and another icing call against Moncton. Face off once again will come down. This time to the left of Blake Gallant. Fundy captain Uloth will come in to take it 4-10. Still stuck on the ice after the icing. Will stay in for the Thunderbirds. McIver off the draw, shoots and scores. Right off the draw, Jackson McIver, and he gives the Thunder the lead back. It's 2-1. See what can happen with a clean draw win as Uloth able to snap it right back to McIver. You knew from where he was standing, that's the play that they drew up. And McIver snapped it off even before Gallant could make a move in his net. And the Thunder lead. Pitts gets it over to Parker. Parker will circle behind his net up the wall. Tipped ahead by McIver. Here's Uloth, one-on-one with Chamberlain. Uloth will cut to the middle. Uloth still with it as he tried to use Cogger as that moving screen. Low shot didn't make its way on net. Uloth gets it to the backhand, shoots and scores! Trent Uloth. And a couple goals in quick succession here for the Thunder has them ahead 3-1. Started the play and finished it through Trent Uloth. Good pass from behind the net. Quick move to the backhand, was able to swipe it by Blake Gallant and give the home side a 3-1 lead here less than 10 minutes in. Sent ahead. In over the line, nearly offside. Matthews will pick it up. He lost it, but following up was Nicholson. Nicholson finds it. He'll send it all the way back deep into his own end. Blay back to collect. He'll flip it up and out for Nicholson. Another home run pass. Nicholson will chase it. Has a man going to the net. Stops up Nicholson. Sends it towards the goal. Reed will pick that off. Send it back up the wall. Matthews tries to stutter. Step to the wall. Lost it. Nicholson in front. DeWolf will pull that back to his glove. DeWolf took a good hack, and that's going to catch some extra attention from the Fundy defenders. The Thunder have scored on their last two shots. Shots now 9-3 in favor of Fundy. 9:37 to go here in the first period. Offensive zone draw for the Thunderbirds. Haven't had too much offensive zone time here in the early going. Good move by Lance as he tries to stay with it. He's stripped by Baird. Baird will work it ahead. Terrio will pull him off the puck. It's sent back ahead. Rennie had to hold up. So he had to wait for his line mates to tag up. Rennie stays with it. We'll just send it back to White. That's across Singer. Up the wall for Gagnon. He couldn't find it. Cochran does. Cochran over to Rennie. Rennie in, shoots. Good save by Gallant, sprawling right to left. Gallant way out of position. As Cochran will take it out. Back to the point. Singer looking for a lane. He'll just throw it down low as Gagnon will find it behind the net. But the net comes off its moorings. Another glorious opportunity there for the Thunder. Off of the stick of Maddox Rennie. Even better save by Gallant. Another offensive zone draw here for Fundy. Gagnon will take the draw against 4:10. Under 9 to play here in the first period. 4:10 will snap that back. Carroll Martin ahead. For 4:10. He's being watched over by Gagnon. Back behind the net, 4:10. He'll knife it around the wall. He'll pick it up. Loses it to Frazier. Frazier knocked off stride by 4:10. Great work from number 24 in red and black. Pass out, 4:10. We'll try to go back to the point. Hit a body. Pitts will pick it up, take it behind his own net. Ahead for Uloth. Through the middle. Gagnon will try to knife it ahead. Steve's able to use his reach. Sent back out to center. Chipped through by the Thunderbirds. Parker will rim it around the wall looking for Uloth. Too far for him. Steves will pick it up at center and throw it in cross corner. Here's Parker. Then Uloth. Tries to cut into the middle, almost lost it. Sends it back to Pitts. Head Moore. Gapped up on by Steves. Moore will kick it up ahead as he absorbs a check. Sent through the seam. Pass ahead, that's deflected by Warwick. Over center, no icing on the play. Reverse behind the net. Learmouth will give chase, can't clear as Labo will keep it in. All the way around to the near side. Sent ahead by Steves, icing will be waved off. Laba back in his own zone to collect, has Learmouth watching over him. Learmouth able to force a turnover, steps out. Back to the point, Steves will wind and fire, deflected, rebounds there, good save by DeWolf, puck still loose, they jam away at it and score! The Thunderbirds score. It's going to be Cousins. He gets out of the fray as he was the one whacking away at it. Puck was loosed, and he was getting converged on by a bunch of Thunder after he scored. Instead of engaging, he just headed right to the bench to celebrate. The Thunderbirds make it 3-2 off the stick of Ryland Cousins. It was an excellent deflection in front that started the play. It had DeWolf going the other way. And made the kick stop with the puck just sitting in the blue paint. DeWolf unable to cover, the Thunder unable to clear, and it was Ryland Cousins the beneficiary as Lance takes a bump from Singer. Blais, pick it up, he'll flip it out. That'll have too much on it, and will be an icing call against the Thunderbirds. Playing with the short bench, Thunderbirds, a tendency to just get it out and take the icing and relieve some pressure. Can't say I blame them. The only problem is we seen last time an offensive zone draw was Uloss snapping it back to McIver for the goal, so you got to make sure you win those defensive zone draws. Thunderbirds are in shot well wide of the goal. On that, Singer shovels it up. Looking for White. Lance able to force a turnover as Theriault in front. Theriault finds it, shoots, just put it wide on the glove side. Colby Theriault, the leading scorer for the Thunderbirds. Now back the other way, a 2-on-1. Rennie has Cochran with him. Rennie to the net for Cochran, to the forehand. Good save by Gallant. The whistle goes. It's once again sliding post to post. The net gets jarred. Another good odd man opportunity for Fundy. Unable to convert. They still lead 3-2. 6:07 to go. Rennie lining up right behind Cochran. This time it is Theriault able to snap it back. Negate any sort of face-off play. Rennie, rink wide pass. Shot comes in from Pitt. Save made by Gallant as O'Shea boxed his man out in front. It's turned over back the other way. Chamberlain. And down the left side. Shot save made by DeWolf. Excuse me, not Chamberlain. That was McNaughton, the first goal scorer. Came down and rifled one right into the chest of DeWolf. A little miscommunication between Pitt and Parker at the line led to the partial breakaway. Now an offensive zone draw here for Moncton. Snapped back, Steves will walk the line, looks for a lane through, finds it, save made by DeWolf. Rebounds there, another chance, another save by Callum DeWolf. Is the Thunder able to clear? Thunderbirds pressing for the tying goal. Up the wall. Nicholson weaves into the middle, drives wide now. Dumps it beyond the goal line. Matthews will give chase, takes a peek behind him. But it's sent ahead. Cogger will give chase. Jacob Cogger leaves it for Gagnon. Sharp angle shot off the outside of the post. As Nicholson picks it up behind the net. Had a pair of Thunder on him. Once again, the net comes off its moorings. This was what was happening last weekend as well at the senior game on that side. It's Gallant, not a big goalie by any means. Get the water out. Under 5 to play here now in the first period. High score in first period. The Thunder leading Moncton by a score of 3-2. Sent up the wall, picked up by Carol Martin, goes rink wide. Shot comes in from well out, easily gloved down by DeWolf. Two benches going back and forth at it momentarily. It's off the draw. Comes out. DeWolf will punch it behind the net. Singer will pick it up. Singer spins back. Will reverse it for White, his D partner. He'll peel back around his net. Jack White. Breakout pass is deflected, but now it's picked up. Moore's going to drive wide. Blay trying to stay with him. Gavin Moore drops his shoulder. Blay, good play to keep him to the outside. Pass back to point. White, his shot through traffic. Save made by Glant. Puck's there. Puck's loose. Rebound. Another save. It might have been blocked. Warwick getting mixed up in front. He's going to get a penalty here. As White will pick up. It's going to be Brandon Warwick going off, and the Thunderbirds will get the first power play of the game, a roughing call against number 5. 4:10 to go here in the first period, and a good chance for the Thunderbirds to tie it up. 4:10 in to take the draw against Ulof. These two have been seeming to take every meaningful face-off early on. The line up again. Moncton gets possession. PDD pass, Terrio. Rink wide, 4:10. Back to the point for Blay. Blay. Switch off, almost loses it. We'll pass it off to Terrio. 2 men in front for the Thunderbirds. Cross-ice pass. 4:10 will curl and drag. Shot was deflected. And it's cleared away by Brennan Reed. So he'll get it out to center. Blay forced to retreat into his own end. Pass it ahead. Coming down the left side. Shot. Save made by DeWolf. Rebound cleared away. Cochran couldn't get it out. Terrio pick it up. 1:15 left on the penalty. Terrio pass across, looking for 4:10. Couldn't find it. McNaughton lost it to Cogger, and Cogger will flip it down the ice. Gallant will play it ahead for Terrio. Gallant's there as well. It's going to be a too many men call, I believe, here against Fundy. It's going to be a 59-second 5-on-3 for Moncton. It's both coaches barking instructions to their respective teams. Learmouth will come in for the draw against Gavin Moore. Moore giving Atkinson some instructions as well. Huge opportunity here for Moncton. Off the draw, Singer loses it behind the net. Learmouth, check that. That was O'Connor. He'll go back to Steves. Pass back door for O'Connor, missed. Chopped out by the Thunder. Steves will retreat into his own end as the Thunderbirds look to set up. Steve circles back, will leave it for Learmouth. 30 seconds in the initial penalty to Warwick. Thunderbirds will set up. Steves at the point. Pass it off Learmouth. Already with a pair of assists in this one. We'll pass it to Steve. Steves. Pass it to Terrio. Sharp angle shot off the outside of the net. Terrio's pass is picked off. Moore will chop it out. Atkinson will give chase. Rare 2 forward on the 5-on-3 for the Thunder. Warwick will step out of the box. Now a 5-on-4 for under a minute. Terrio lost it. Atkinson will send it down the ice. High stick by O'Connor. Blay will touch up. .159 left to go here in the first period. 50 seconds left in the too many men penalty being served by Laba. Thunder will get an offensive zone draw here. Short-handed. Won by the Thunderbirds. Blay trying to pin his man against the wall. Baird will just try to leave it there to kill off some clock. Great work by Wyatt Baird down low. He's taken down hard. Barrett's still going to stay on it. It's Barrett being mugged down low, and they're finally going to call a penalty. Great work by Wyatt Barrett down low. He's going to draw the penalty. It'll be Blay going off for roughing. So we'll play 4-on-4 for 27 seconds. And then the Thunder will get an abbreviated power play. $1:36 left to go here in this first period. So a successful kill for Fundy. Back to point Singer. Cuts to the middle. Couldn't find the lane. He'll feather it off down low. Looking for Pitts. Picked up by Steves. Steves works his way in. He'll send it behind the goal line and give chase. Declan Steves behind the net. Bump by Singer. White, send it ahead looking for Cochran out of his reach. O'Shea will pass it off to 410. Power play now for Fundy. Chipped ahead, Lance. Last minute to play now in the first period. 410, coming out short-handed in over the line. Tries to drive wide on Singer, backhander towards the net. DeWolf's going to let him play it. Now red shirts around. Chipped back in by Learmouth. DeWolf almost plays it in front of the goal. Dangerous play there. Rennie ahead. Cogger back to the middle for Rennie. Rennie has some room. Curls, shoots. Save made by Gallant. Kept in. Back to the point. Singer over for Cochran as the Thunder set up. One thing they've had all season long is an excellent power play. Shot comes in from Cochran. Whistled high and wide. Singer will keep it in. 17 seconds left in the period. Cochran towards the net. Deflected. Wide of the goal, missed its mark. Rennie will try to work to the middle, down low, looking for more. He's hit hard into the wall, and the penalty will be called now. Likely a boarding call coming up to O'Shea. 29 seconds of 5-on-3 time now for the Thunder. 5.6 seconds left in the period. Fundy trying to get their face-off formation correct. Uloth in, Rennie lined up right behind him. He wins it. Rennie couldn't get the shot away. Good play by Martin Carroll. He'll skate it out, but he won't have enough time. As the period will come to a close. High scoring, high pace, and a couple of penalties there late. But the Thunder have a 3-2 lead after 20 minutes of play. Shots were 15-11. For the home side in the first 20. They'll have 23 seconds of power play time going into the second period. We'll step aside, score after 20 minutes of play. The Fundy Thunder lead the Moncton Thunderbirds 3-2. Welcome back for the second period of play in this evening's Nova Scotia Under-16 AAA Hockey League game between the visiting Moncton Thunderbirds and the hometown Fundy Thunder. Courtesy of Highbutton Sports, Noah Poirier with you on the call. Thanks for tuning in. Thunder lead at 3-2 after the first 20 minutes, and we'll have 23 seconds of 5-on-3 power play time to open the second. Seen the same for Moncton in that first frame. They had an extended 5-on-3 power play. Couldn't get anything on it. We'll see if the Thunder can here with just 10 seconds left on the penalty to Blais. Singer, down low, gets a return feed up top from Rennie. Singer walks in, blocker save made by Gallant. Cross-ice pass deflected and cleared by the Thunderbirds as Blais will give chase fresh out of the box. Played in front by DeWolf dangerously, but Singer there to pick it up. Rennie back the other way, but put it too far ahead of him. Thunderbirds able to clear. 1:10 left in the penalty now to O'Shea. Rennie gains the line, will pivot. Tripped up, but stays with the puck. He'll circle it down low for Cochran. Up top, Uloth. Works down low, swats it behind the net for Cogger. Cogger to Rennie. Maddox, Rennie will pick it up. Go cross ice for Uloth. Uloth to Cochran. Oh, and the slot was looking for Singer. Had to be careful. It's cleared out to the neutral zone. But turn back over. Here's Learmouth. Cut to the middle. Passes it ahead, but it's offside. It was O'Connor, just a step offside as he took the pass from Learmouth, trying to get a bit of open positioning. Just went over the line too early, but able to kill off some more of that penalty. Just 33 seconds remaining in the penalty to O'Shea. Fundy win the draw. Pitts, pass it off to McIver. McIver in over the line, will stutter step. Works down the wing, already has a goal in this contest. McIver around the net. Pass it out, Atkinson shoots, that's blocked by Blais. Knife down low, Moore, 10 seconds left on the penalty. Moore. Thunder have to spread out a bit here. McIver at the point, penalty about to expire. And we're back to even strength. Good kill from Moncton. McIver. Pivots. Tried to hand it off for Moore, missed him. Kept in, Moore. His shot well wide. Warwick in off the point. Absorbs a hit. Shot comes in from the line, deflected by Moore. Paddle save made by Gallant. Up the wall. Thunder trying to get changes in. Moore will drop it back for Parker ahead. That's deflected by Atkinson. 2.5 gone here in the second period. Pass ahead, 4:10. Slows up in his own end. Will circle back. Tried to pass it off for Blais. Missed him. Knife back down low to Blais. Long stretch pass ahead. Singer able to pick that off momentarily, but Cousins will find Parker. He's hauled down and sent into the boards. The Thunderbirds will get it in deep. Singer. Up the wall. Long pass ahead. Rennie. Take a peek behind him. Centering pass in front, looking for Cochran. Just missed. 4:10 will cut back and pass it off for Matthews. And over the line, Matthews down the side. Sends it towards the front of the net. Nicholson couldn't find it. Rimmed all the way around the wall. McNaughton will leave it there for his D-man. Winturn will rim it back down low. Pulled free, Rennie. Cut to the middle, stays with him. Maddox, Rennie. Cuts to the middle, tried to hook it off for Cochran. Couldn't, but he fights for the play. Rennie. Back to Laba at the point. Laba. Back down low. Rennie. Weave into the middle, stays with it, but lost it. Steves will knife it ahead. Laba tried to kick it, but he recovers. Now Steves will pick it up for Moncton. Work in. And in line on goal, DeWolf will cover up here with an even 4 minutes gone here in period number 2. Extracurriculars in the corner. Laba gets mixed up with his man. Nothing will come out of it. Even 4 minutes gone here. In this second frame, offensive zone draw here for the Thunderbirds. Learmouth trying to kick it back. Sent on goal. The save made by DeWolf. Learmouth back in for the draw against Gagnon. To the left of DeWolf. Learmouth snaps it back. Shot through traffic. Save made by DeWolf. He'll punch it out. The point play. Send one through traffic. That whistled high and wide. Thunderbirds try to press for the equalizer. O'Shea is hit hard by Warwick, but absorbs it. And Warwick will pick it up. Head Frazier. Down the right side. Keegan Frazier has a man going to the net. Circles back. Pinned into the wall. Gagnon in to help. As Frazier battles with his man down low. Frazier pulls it out. Tried to wrap it through. Saves made, but whistle goes early. The net comes off once again. This time down on the opposite side of the ice. Shots evening up a bit more now, 17-14 in favor of Fundy. Comes back to point. Laba through traffic. That goes wide of the goal. Uloth will pick it up. Send it down low. Low to the reach of Cogger. It's picked up by Chamberlain. He'll send it ahead. Good pinch by Laba. Really keeping it momentarily. Martin Carroll in front of his bench. Try to knife it ahead. Martin Carroll picks it up. Weaves through center. He's knocked off stride. 410 will spin and fire one shot in front. Rebounds there. Cleared away by Fundy. The Thunderbirds a bit more jump here in the second period. Chamberlain will pivot behind his net. Long pass ahead is deflected. Down deep behind DeWolf. It'll be called icing on the play. He was not at center. That's one of the ones where you might get the call, you might not. He was just short of the red line, and they're not going to give him the benefit of the doubt here. The face-off comes back down deep into the Moncton end. Thunderbirds win it. It's wrapped around the wall. McIver picks it up, sends it back down low. Cogger tried to reverse it, but he's met by Steves. He goes crashing into the corner. Uloth will send it back down low. Steves first on it, pivots back. Will chip it ahead. Through the middle, picked up. One touched off for 410. 410 cuts to the middle, shot. Didn't make its way through. He'll challenge for it. It's flipped up by Cogger. Kyver will drive wide. O'Shea boxes him out. Goes deep into the Moncton end. O'Shea behind that, turned over. McIver, pass in front, Uloth scores! What a pass by McIver, and Uloth finishes it off, his second of the game. Doubles up the lead, it's 4-2. Great feed from McIver. He was able to force it behind the net. Had Uloth streaking towards the net front. Didn't force it, but waited for the opportunity and the pass to open up. Uloth finishes it off, his second of the game. It'll be his third point. And back comes Fundy again. Warwick in, shot blocked by O'Shea as they jockey for position. It's swatted behind the net. Atkinson lost an edge, but stays with it. Good work by Atkinson, but it's pulled free. Learmouth. The dad knocked down. Warwick go off the glass and out. Learmouth is bumped as he battles with Moore in front of the Fundy exit. Sent ahead. Atkinson. Knocked away from him. Chipped out by Learmouth as he took a check. Singer lost it in his feet. Cousins sent the shot on net, but just after the offside was called. Good effort by Price to almost do the splits to stay onside, but couldn't. It's going to be a penalty, though, coming now against Warwick for head contact. The Thunderbirds are going to go to the power play. Thunderbirds back to the power play. Trying to bring this game back within one. Jack White will pick it up. Circles around his net and will fire it down the length of the ice. It's going to be a 4-minute head contact to Warwick. Glorious opportunity here for Moncton. Up the wall, Uloth will meet his man. Send it all the way back deep into his own end. Singer has some time. He's able to fire it down the ice. Glant out of his net to play. It has to be careful as Uloth chasing. He'll rim it all the way around. That hit the stanchion, and now Cogger. Cross ice pass. Uloth settle it down. He couldn't get the shot through. He'll send it back door looking for Cogger. Couldn't get a stick on it. Sent in by Lance. It's knocked back out by Cooper Singer. Nicholson on his own side of center will slow it down. Pass it ahead for Lance to the middle. Turned over. Return right back over to Lance as he's bumped by Singer. It's sent right back to the ice by Fundy under a minute gone. Or just over a minute gone, excuse me, in the penalty. Lance will tip it in deep as the Thunderbirds get a change. Atkinson up the wall. Steves will pick it up off the bench. Deep in his own end. Declan Steves slows it down, pass it ahead. One touch the middle. O'Connor had to be careful, but moves around his man, lost it in his feet. Chips it out, but right on the stick of Atkinson. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Atkinson trying to work inside on Steves. Kill off some penalty. First 2 minutes nearly over now. So O'Connor able to pull it free. They'll send it ahead. It's tipped by the Thunderbirds. Cousins will give chase. Baird first on it. He was excellent on the PK back in the first period. Drew a penalty of his own. Comes back to point. O'Shea lost it. Thunderbirds retain possession. Learmouth slows it up. Back to O'Shea at the point. First detained pressure here of the power play. Learmouth to the outside. Will circle back. Under 2 minutes left in the double minor. Learmouth drops it off. O'Shea back up top. Steves. Steves shot through traffic. Cousins looking for the deflection, but it's picked up by DeWolf. He'll cover up here. 10:32 left in the period, 1:37 left in the penalty to Warwick. Face-off comes to the left of DeWolf. And that was really the only time so far in the nearly 3 minutes that Moncton was able to set up. See if they can get something going here. Rink-wide pass over Learmouth. Pair of assists on both the Thunderbirds' goals. Steves at the point will pass it off. Fluttered on him. It's picked back up. Learmouth gets a pass on the left side. Tries to cut to the middle. He's knocked down. Gagnon will send it the length of the ice. Coming up to the final minute now, and the penalty for Warwick. Steves. Chipped it out. Learmouth. Head to Matthews. Turned over, and Laba will send it down deep. Sent in deep by Moncton. Laba lost an edge. Chipped ahead. Matthews. His shot goes wide. Learmouth down from the point. Matthews tried to send it in front, missed the net. Wrap around attempt. Puck comes out. DeWolf makes a save. It's cleared away by Laba. And out to center. 20 seconds remaining. Blay. Peel behind his net. Reverse as he tries to shake Cochran. One last chance up ice for Moncton. Blay. Passed ahead, 410. 3 wide. Odd man rush, 410. Curl, drags. Blocked by Laba. Penalty set to expire. We're back to full strength. Chopped out. Cogger will give chase one-on-one. Jacob Cogger cuts to the middle. Shoot! Save made by Gallant. Back the other way, 410 will cut in. Fanned on the shot. Trying to peel back, but he's watched by McIver. Blay from the point. That shot goes wide of the goal. Price will fish it back down low. Singer. Step out front. Pass it up for McIver. McIver, long pass, was looking for Cogger. Out of his reach, and it's sent back ahead. Chipped back in, but offside on the play. Singer jumped the gun. 8:12 to go here. Shots now just about even. 19-18 in favor of Fundy after that 4-minute power play for the Thunderbirds. Face-off will come just outside the Thunderbirds' end. Singer gets it off the draw. We'll send it right back in deep. McIver will be first on it. Jackson McIver down low. Pinched ahead. Cogger looking in front. Good play off the net. Chipped by McIver. He scores. He got a piece of it with his stick afterwards. Jackson McIver. His second of the game. And it's 5-2. Quite an effort by Cogger making that play on the outside of the net to create a bit of separation. He feathered it in front. McIver kneed it up in the air like it was a soccer ball, and then was able to get a piece of it with his stick. It wouldn't have counted if he didn't get a piece of stick on it. He's able to bat it past Gallant and give the Thunder a 5-2 lead. With under 8 minutes to play here in the second. Ready to go here. Baird will line up against Nicholson. Nicholson will snap that one back. Chamberlain ahead. Chipped ahead for Nicholson. He'll go inside out. Peels back. Centering pass is deflected. O'Shea will throw it right back in deep as the Thunderbirds head to tag up. Pitts cuts to the middle up the wall for Baird. He'll work in. Wyatt Baird. Tried to drop it off Fan on the first attempt. Tried to get it out for Rennie. Couldn't. It's picked back up, and now back the other way comes Moncton. Winding and firing. That shot went wide. Sent right back down low into the corner. Price is bumped. Baird will peel back. He'll pick it up. Long pass through the middle for Rennie. Couldn't handle it cleanly. O'Shea will get there first. He'll reach it around. McNaughton. Fan on his dump in. The second chance. He'll get it in deep. Now Rennie. Long pass ahead. That caught the back of the leg of Cochran. Rennie back ahead for Cochran. Cochran will gain the line. Passed it off for Rennie. Went through his legs. McNaughton will try to pass it off. Price gain the line and he'll rim it in deep. And there's 6.5 to go here in the second period. Out comes Rennie, one-on-one. Man fresh off the bench. Rennie shoots. Save made by Gallant. It's Rennie. Let that one rip from the top of the circle. Learmouth with some speed. Cuts to center. Has 5 Thunder on him. He's hit hard by Laba. Laba dropped the shoulder and knocked him to the ice. Frazier stops up. Pass it to Laba. Pass ahead. Atkinson will deflect it in deep. Chamberlain will be first on it as he's converged on by a pair of Thunder. Frazier cycle down low. Atkinson will step out. Sharp angle shot. Gallant had to stay tight to his post, able to make the save. Cleared out. Laba will keep it in. So that's deflected way up and out of play. 5:29 to go. Thunder have opened this lead up to 3. It's 5-2. Thunder close out the regular season tomorrow in West Hants. This will take on the Dartmouth Voyageurs. As mentioned, this is the first of the 3-game in 3 days. McIver works out, curl, drag, just missed. Moncton here in Truro tonight. They'll head to Sackville to play the Kings tomorrow. And then pivot off to PEI on their way back home Sunday to take on the Eastern Dukes. Busy final weekend for the Thunderbirds. Cousins trying to stay with it. It's knocked away. Price will smack it back ahead. Singer up the wall. Good pinch by Price, but he'll have to wait for his teammates to tag up. It'll be an offside on the play. It's a face-off. Will come just in front of the penalty box. 4-10 in to take the draws. He ties up with Uloth. Price will find it and come away with some speed. Shot punched away by DeWolf. Comes back out. Cousins trying to drag. Shot didn't get through. Another chance. Sent wide by 4-10. Singer. Peel back. He'll reverse it. Didn't get a lot on it. Sent out. O'Connor unable to get the shot through, and it's cleared away by Fundy. Price being watched closely by Uloth. Had to be careful. Price still with it. It's cleared away by Moncton. O'Connor to the middle. Picked up by Cousins. Just over 4 to play here in the second. Cousins curl, drag, blocked by Singer. Cousins and Singer tied up. Singer bumps his man. Sent up the wall by Fundy. Blay through traffic. That's blocked again by Singer. Chipped ahead. McIver. A break if he hurries. Jackson McIver in. Good play, but he's tripped up. What are we going to get here? It's going to be a tripping call for Blay. So McIver was going for the hat trick. Almost the penalty he had to take. Fundy's going to go back to the power play. It was close. It almost looked like he got puck first, and then McIver went down. Referee right there to call. I'm sure McIver wouldn't have minded the penalty shot opportunity to get the hat trick. Nonetheless, another power play here for the Thunder. Uloth to Cochran. Back to Uloth up top over to Cochran. Cross ice. Rennie one-timer. Good save by Gallant. Great puck movement by Fundy. They shirk and snap it around on the man advantage. Gallant an even better save going left to right and squaring that one up. As Rennie can let it hang when he gets a chance. Back to the point, Singer. D to D, Cochran. Up top for Uloth. Uloth. Down low, Rennie will step out. Cross ice looking for Cochran. The net will come off. Face-off will stay inside. 23 seconds gone. And the penalty to Blay. I said it earlier, if there's one consistent part of Fundy all season long, their power play is outstanding. They can snap it around with the best of them when they're up a man. And you've seen it there on that first shift. So face-off will come over to the left of Gallant. Rennie will come in and take it on his strong side. With the draw, Steves. Chip it up the wall. Rennie will leave it for Uloth. Uloth pass it off for Cochran. Through the seam. Both Thunderbirds knew what was coming. Rennie will stay with it. He tries to jockey a check. It's chipped out by Moncton. Good work from Matthews. He's able to get it down the ice. He'll give chase. Uloth will go behind the net for Singer. Singer will drop it back, but he picks it up and will send it to the half wall. As Matthews not giving the Thunder much room here. Still watch over Rennie. Up ahead. Cochran under a minute to go in the penalty. Cochran and over the line. Lost it in his feet. Kept him momentarily, swatted away. Picked up now. Uloth Had to go skate the stick. He'll pick it up. Send it back down low for Cogger. Up to Cochran. Back for Cogger. He'll just step out. Rink wide pass. And that comes off again. So I don't think it's a problem with what Gallant's doing. Any goaltender is going to have to go post to post. And as he's kicking off that post, and that's just coming off. .33 seconds left on the penalty to play. The officials will work that net over with a shower. Moore will be shown out of the dot. Atkinson will come in to take it against Nicholson. Atkinson wins it. Back up top, Pitts to McIver. McIver makes a shot, will peel back. Works down the wall. Official trying to get away from him. Sent up. Warwick just unable to hold it in. He'll tip it back. Pitts. Head for Atkinson. 10 seconds left in the penalty. Pass ahead. Warwick. Couldn't handle it cleanly. He'll give chase. Steves. Try to work it ahead. Moore will chip it through. Back to 5-a-side. Kyver down low. Moore. Rim it down low. Down low. Warwick out front. Deflected wide. Minute and a half left in the second period as Moore got tied up with Nicholson down low. Price will pick it up. Chip it ahead for Moncton. Warwick will pick it right back up. Cuts to the middle. Shoots. Save made by Gallant as he punches that up and into the netting with 1:20 to go in the second. Another successful kill for the Thunderbirds. Face-off will stay deep into the Moncton end. Gagnon will come in for the draw against Learmouth. Learmouth will win it back as he punches it back to O'Shea. O'Shea almost stripped. Laba pinches in off the point. It's sent out. Shot comes in, blocked. Gagnon finds it. Body's falling all over the place as we come to the last minute of play. Gagnon cuts to the middle but lost it. Frazier will step up. Chip it ahead. Stays with it. Nice move by Frazier. It's cleared down by the Thunderbirds. And we'll just have enough on it for icing with 46 seconds left in the period. So he'll come back down to the right of Gallant. Gagnon in to take the draw against Learmouth. Learmouth wins it back again. Rimmed around, up the wall, kept in by Labas. He'll flip it back down beyond the goal line. Gagnon gives chase. Frazier down there as well. Gagnon will chip it out to the front of the net. Cogger. Back to Laba. Laba shoots through traffic. Save made by Gallant. Quick change as White and Singer will come out. Moncton will change up all five. It's Fundy will just change up their D. Shots 25-18 in favor of Fundy. Gagnon lines up for the face-off once again. Steves rimmed around. Cousins will tip it through for O'Connor. Has 410 with him. O'Connor drops it for 410 and will crash the net. 410 peels back. Chamberlain. Pass it over for Steves. That missed him. Thunderbirds will have to tag up. Gagnon will knife it ahead. Cogger will give chase. But the period will come to a close as the Thunder add two more here in the second. Trent Uloth and Jackson McIver both with their second of the contest. We'll make it a 5-2 game after 40 minutes. We'll be back here for the third period in about 10-15 minutes. Shots 25-18 in favor of the home side. Fundy leads 5-2. Welcome back for the third period of play in this evening's Nova Scotia Under-16 AAA Hockey League matchup between the visiting Moncton Thunderbirds and the hometown Fundy Thunder. Last weekend of the regular season here. Final regular season game here at the Colchester Legion Stadium. Thunder leading 5-2 after 40 minutes. So they look to finish their home schedule on a high note. Ulof and McIver both with a pair. Cogger with the single. We're underway here in the third. 4-10 back to the point for Blais. Looking through the middle, picked up by 4-10. He'll gain center, turned it over to McIver. Pass it off. Ulof takes it skate to stick, tried to drop it back, but Martin Carroll there. He'll pass it ahead. Gets a return feed. Martin Carroll shot. Glove save made by DeWolf. 26 seconds into the period. Thunder sitting in 9th in the 12-team league right now. Thunderbirds at the bottom of the standings. But as mentioned last week, they defeated the Basin Armada 7-6, a Basin team that's up around the top of the standings. Face off one by Moncton. Blais. Peel back, sends it down low. Baird trying to battle with his man. Baird ahead, Rennie. Pass ahead, Cochran has a step. Jude Cochran in. Partial break, shoots and scores! Jude Cochran makes it 6-2 Fundy here in the first minute of the third period. Took the stretch feed from Rennie. Came in with speed and put it just under the glove of Gallant. And the Thunder lead by 4. Bad. Rennie will try to chip it by Steves. He does. Loses it, and Steves will knife it back ahead. Pitts down the wall. Looking for Baird. Here's Rennie. Cochran all alone in front. He's tapping for it. Baird knocks it down low. Rennie will win his battle, and he'll pick up the loose puck. See, stops up. We'll cut to the middle. Rennie has some room. Trying to go the backhand. Looked like he was going to go between the legs. Tried to take the return feed in from Gallant. So Rennie getting mugged in front of the goal. Rennie getting his stick knocked away by the goaltender. Get some jeers from the fans in attendance as Steves will work in for Moncton. Up the wall, picked up by Cochran, the latest goal scorer. Cut to the middle and drop it back. Laba will pick it up. Stops behind his own net. Has some room. Laba off the glass will chip it ahead. Baird will give chase. Atkinson there as well. Baird will collect. Lost it. Chipped out through the middle. Reed first on it. Spin and fire. So that's deflected up and into the bench. Good catch by Cogger. So flip that back onto the ice. Just over 2 minutes gone here in the third. Face-off will come deep inside the Fundy end. Moore will come in for the defensive zone draw against Nicholson. Nicholson snaps that back. Matthews on his backhand. Put it wide on the goal. Moore will flip it up the glass. Hit the stanchion, but it's swiped out by Reed. Picked up by Blais. He turns it over. Warwick. We have chase as they jockey for position down low. Free. Atkinson steps to the middle. Spins. Fires and scores! Oh, what a goal from Ethan Atkinson. Roofs it up and over the shoulder of Gallant and makes it 7-2. Got some room, spun and fired it from a sharp angle. Didn't have much room. Picked the top corner. Thunderbirds will send it back down deep. It'll be called icing. 2 quick goals here from the Thunder, and they've opened it open.
Fundy Thunder goal scored by number 16, Jude Cochran, assisted by number 18, Matt Rennie, number 27, Simon Pitts. Time to goal to
Face off to the left of Gallant, to the right of Gallant, excuse me. Matthews to the middle, he's hit. It's kept in momentarily by Singer, but it pinballed back out to center. Chipped out Frazier. Back to White, he'll go D to D for Singer. Singer will flip it up ahead. Cochran way offside as he'll touch up. Now to bring the face off just outside the Fundy end. Things slowing down a bit here in the opening 3 minutes of the period. Gagnon will come in for the draw against 410. Moncton wins it. Steves up ahead. Sent in. White will try to knife it through. He battles in the corner. To the line. Steves keeps it in. He'll throw it down low. Singer first on it. Peel back and go up the wall on the far side. Frazier couldn't get it back to his stick. It's turned over. Frazier, cross ice pass for Cochran. Cochran, toe drag, sends it through the middle for Gagnon. He's knocked off his stick by Steves. Lance, pick it up. He'll flip it in and give chase. Pitts will be first on it. He stops up, puts it up the wall. Gagnon will chase it up the wall. Steves, his shot through traffic, high and wide. Blay will pinch in off the point. He takes a bump, gets it around the net, 410. We'll throw it back behind the goal. Sent out, but kept in. Lance for Moncton, curls, drags, shoots, and scores! Kyron Lance from well out, up and over the shoulder of DeWolf. The Thunderbirds get one back. It's 7-3. Good curl and drag shot, using the defender as a bit of a screen in front. Just gets up and over the blocker of DeWolf. Under 5 minutes gone here in this third period. We already had a couple goals. Passed off, Laba. Head chopped in by McIver. Blay will give chase. He had miscommunicated with his man. Kept in by Reed. Chop back to the line and out by Moncton. Zuloff will strip his man as Cogger. Zuloff shoots. High and wide. That missed. A rim all the way back out to center. Reed up the wall. Turned over Martin Carroll, but delayed offside. Long pass ahead. Picked up by McIver. Cut back. Hands it off for Zuloff. Zuloff back to McIver. Both with a pair of goals in this game. Laba will have to peel back, and he'll throw it in cross corner. That'll go net. Steered aside by Gallant. Sent Martin Carroll through the middle, missed its intended target. White will pick it up. Go behind the net for Singer. Singer stops that. Up the middle and out. And chopped right back in by Moncton. Singer. Stop up, long pass through the middle. Good play by O'Shea. Puts it right on the stick of Baird. Ahead Cochran. Looks behind him. Rennie has some room. Rennie to the middle. Likes to shoot it. Rennie. Held up. He shoots and scores. Cochran deflected it in front. Jude Cochran's got his second in a row. It's 8-3 now. So Rennie strong on the puck. Didn't lose it. Couldn't get the shot away, so he just sent it low towards the goal. Cochran right on the doorstep. He'll deflect it by Gallant, and the 5-goal lead is restored. Second of the game for Cochran. Now 3 Thunder with a pair of goals each. Steves out to center. Jack White. Dump it right back in. Learmouth. Cuts from outside, passed it up ahead. He's looking for McNaughton, couldn't find him. It's sent right back in by Fundy. Up the wall. Trying to clear is Moncton, but Singer will dump it right back in. Steves up the wall, knocked down by White and kept in. As Cochran works down low. Lost it. Has his stick held up. Steves will come away with it. Declan Steves. And over the line, tried to drop it off behind his man. Sent back down low. Steves will give chase. Knifes it back down low as he'll head to the bench for a change, excuse me. As Gavin Moore will flip it up and out to center. Picked up by Rennie. Works in, drops it for Cochran. Cochran will send it down deep as he needs a change. Thunderbirds will get it back down the ice off the stick of McNaughton. Parker will skate it out, looking for a lane. Goes through the middle, right in the feet of Moore. He'll pick it up, weaves wide, and gains the zone. Gavin Moore working 1-on-4 right now. Tries to go inside out on Blais. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Warwick passes it off for Parker. Back to Pitts. Pitts. Head for Atkinson. Back to Parker. Up the wall. Learmouth there to meet Parker on the far side, on the near side, excuse me. Chamberlain will go D-to-D for Blais. Up the middle, deflected by Learmouth. Learmouth gets the hands up high. Thunderbirds have it. They dump it down. Pitts gets bumped. Warwick will pick it up. Flipped it ahead. 2-on-1, 3-on-1 back the other way. Moore has Warwick. Moore waits, shoots, saved by Glant. Rebounds there. Warwick couldn't get the shot through. Back the other way, McNaughton. Down the left side, curls in. Nice toe drag move. Good hip check by Laba as the puck comes free. Nicholson drops it off for Price. Price. Shot saved by DeWolf. Puck's there. Steered to the corner. McNaughton will pick it up for Moncton. Back to the point. Steves will wind and fire. That was blocked by Warwick. Warwick will flip to the line, but not out as Steves will hold it in. Rim it around as a two jockey for position. Reed behind the net for Laba. Ahead for Warwick. Long pass ahead. Atkinson will work 1-on-1 with Price. Nice move. Put it too far ahead. And Gallant knocked down by Atkinson. No call on the play. Rennie knocked down. Swatted right back in by Gagnon. Steers will pick up, shovel it ahead. Pass through the middle off the pants of Rennie. Here's Nicholson. Nicholson cuts outside. Rennie's there. Sent behind the net. Up the wall, Frazier will take a peek behind him and drop it back for Singer. Singer trying to peel off a check. He'll flip it up. That hits the mesh. .40 to go in this one. Shots 30-21 in favor of Fundy. They lead 8-3 here in the final regular season game at the stadium. 410 comes in to take the draw against Gagnon. He'll win it. Lance peels. The latest goal scorer for Moncton. Shot didn't get through. Rennie ahead for Frazier. Rennie's going to crash the net. Good stick left by Lance. They'll send it through the middle. Thunderbirds will dump and give chase. Singer will box his man. Battle for it down low. Two of each. Down low, it's kick free by Singer. Lance will take a peek behind him, but he has a lot of room on that near side. Tried to cycle it down low. Hopped over a stick, and Blais will pinch in off the point. Flipped it down low. Poked away by White. Chipped out. Jack White will give chase to defenseman. 2-on-1. White in. Shoot. Save. Made. Rebound. They score. McIver completes the hat trick and makes it 9-3 for the Thunder. Good low shot from Jack White. Forrest Gallant to kick it out. Timeout will be called here by Moncton. They just look to settle things down. We'll be right back after the timeout. Jackson McIver completes the hat trick, his third of the game. Give a lot of credit there to Jack White as he was able to push it ahead, force a 2-on-1, and a nice low shot, a POP. McIver barely had to move his stick as Ulof sends it towards the front. Gallant will paddle that aside. Cousins ahead, chopped back in by McIver. 9.5 to go here in this contest. Thunder lead 9-3. Long pass out of everybody's reach. Petts will pick it up before the icing is called. Sends it through the middle for Ulof. Ted McIver. Try to weave outside in. Will push it down low. Cogger will give chase out front looking for Ulof. He's also looking for his third of the game. Rim back around Laban off the point. He's bumped, but gets it in deep. Pass ahead, Reed. Band on it, but he's able to recover and chop it up and into the mesh before Martin Carroll could get away. Good recovery there by the defender. And a big performance here by Fundy here in their final regular season home game of the season. Been tough to get a win here all year, but put up a 9 spot here. Has to give them some confidence going into the postseason. Still one more big regular season game tomorrow against Dartmouth. Good escape by Price, and he'll skate it up ice himself. Sent towards the goal. The Wolf will make that save. Price sends one wide of the goal. Labo will try to barrel his way through, gets it to the line. Turned over. Back the other way. Rennie has Cochran with him. Rennie waits, shoots. Just missed. He's using Cochran as a decoy. Cochran will send it back for White. He'll weave his way in. Jack White. Down the right side, peels back. White looking out for Rennie, one of the one-timer. Good stick from the defender from Moncton. Singer peels back. Long pass ahead. Good stick from Steves to get some lumber on it. Deflect it down deep as Cochran wanted the home run pass. Chopped out Cochran. Drops it back for Moore. Moore through the middle with speed. Defender lost an edge. Moore and on his backhand shoots. Good save by Gallant. Rennie lost it. Singer will throw it right back in. Here's Blay for Moncton. Overskated it, but stays with it. It's a battle in front of the bench. Sent ahead, 7 minutes to go. Parker will skate it up ice himself. Drives wide, will rim it around to the far corner. Warwick first on it as he braces for impact. Will cycle it down low. Up the wall, Parker will keep it in on the backhand. Moore tried to skate it to the middle, but couldn't. Here's Nicholson. Knocked away by Parker. Puck still loose in the hash marks. Pulled out by Moore. He'll skate it ahead and drop low as he's rubbed out along the wall. Sent back ahead. Atkinson. It's going to be coincidental roughing penalties here. Moore will go off for Fundy. I think it'll be Matthews for Moncton. 6:24 to go. Eric Matthews and Gavin Moore will sit for 2. Will stay at even strength. Face-off will come down just outside of the Moncton line. We'll stay 5-a-side here. Gagnon comes in against 410 on the draw. Blay will flip it up and out. Picked up by Reed. Will go up the wall. Cochran will give chase. He's way offside on the play. Tried to get away with it as he and Blay will exchange words. Face-off will come down deep into the Fundy end after that. Face-off won by Moncton back. Point. Steves winds and fires. Punched away by DeWolf. Swatted right back in. Steves will give chase. Check that, Lance. Penalty upcoming. It's going to go against Lance.
13 minutes, 36 seconds. As Matthews and Moore for
Slashing call.
36.
Fundy will go to the power play. Nothing up on the board yet. Now it goes up 2 minutes for slashing against Lance, and Fundy back to power play. Off the draw, pass back Singer. Down low for Cogger. Skated ahead. O'Connor drives wide, will peel back as he takes a bump. Picked up by Cogger. Try to weave his way through. Stays with it. Cogger drops it. McIver to the front of the net. Poked aside by Gallant. Singer will pick it up. Rink wide looking for Cogger. It's cleared by Moncton. Wolf will slow it down for Jack White. He'll skate it up ice himself. White drives wide, still has it. Cuts outside. Turned over for 10. Kyver able to knock it down. Moncton touched up, so no high stick on the play. Under 5 to play here in this one. Pitts drops it back to Uloth. Head for McIver. He'll stop up, pass it off for Uloth. Back to Parker. Fundy will finish up their changes as Pitts will take the feed from Parker, get center, and rim it in deep. Baird will collect. As he stops up. Thunder look to set up. Rennie. Through the seam down low for Cochran. He'll stop. As he's being watched by Blay. Cochran, nice move to the middle, stays with it. His shot deflected. Picked up by Rennie. 17 seconds left in the penalty to Lance. Moore and Matthews will come out next whistle. Pass across. Baird. Shot saved by Gallant as he kicked the left leg out. Made the stop. Moore and Matthews will come out. Lance has 7 more seconds. Under 4 to play in this one. Fundy back in action tomorrow on West Hants against Dartmouth, and Moncton will head to Sackville to play the Kings. You can catch all that action on highbuttonsports.ca as well. Penalty now over. Another successful kill for Moncton. Tipped ahead. Martin Carroll will give chase as Reed angles him to the outside. Laba. Head. Rennie. Pass it off for Cochran. Cochran will drive wide. Return feed for Rennie. Rennie sends it on goal. Gallant makes a save, and Gallant will cover up. Rennie went sprawling. Tried to bat away at it. And Martin Carroll lost his pant covers. He'll head to the bench. Face-off stays inside the Moncton zone. Just under 3.5 left in this one. Warwick. Down low. Moore will pick it up behind the net. Gavin Moore. Lost it. So Learmouth will spin it around the far side. Laba pinches up. Absorbs the check. Will throw it right back down low. Steve's first on it. Steve stays with it behind the net. Trying to send it out. Turned over. Warwick spins and fires. Just missed high. Will get blown down again as the net comes off. The 9-3 lead here for Fundy in the late stages. Moore back in for the draw. It's a tie-up. Comes out. Moore stays with it, as does Atkinson. He'll cut to the middle. Save made by Gallant. So Atkinson looking for his second of the period. Warwick bumps his man. Learmouth comes away with it. Cuts to the middle. Hooked up and a penalty coming. And so Warwick will go to the box. Moncton will go to a power play here with 2:28 to go as time is slowing down. Face off to the left of DeWolf. Uloth will line up against Learmouth. Uloth will win that cleanly. White, pass it off. Cochran fan on it. Moncton stays with it. Cuts to the middle. Shot, scores! 10 seconds into the power play. The Thunderbirds capitalize and make it 9-4. They're going to get that puck. It's one of the APs. His first in the U16 league. Moncton brings it back to a 9-4 game. Zach Thibodeau with the goal. His first in under 16 league, so congratulations to him. Just 10 seconds in the power play. Thibodeau converts. Here's Baird will try to work his way in. Couldn't. Gagnon will pick it up. Under 2 to play. Parker from well out. Glove save made by Gallant. Some good momentum here for the Thunder heading into their regular season finale tomorrow afternoon against Dartmouth. Moncton will head down to Sackville for a meeting with the Kings. Parker rims it down low. Gagnon will pick it up. Steves will try to reverse it. Steves will come away with it. He's had some jump from Moncton all night. He'll work it up ice himself. Declan Steves up the right side. Stops up. Cycle down low. Cousins will pick it up behind the net. Peels back. Cousins, nice move. Step out. Couldn't get a shot through. Frazier stands up his man. Good reverse hit. Pitts will go D to D for Parker as Yeah. Icing called. Frazier with a huge exclamation point. So we come to the last minute of play. .410 will win that face-off back. O'Connor. Drive wide. Back to Price. Price settles it down towards the front of the net. Good Frazier. Cleared away. Steves. Feather it back in. Labo will pick up as we come to the final 30 seconds. Up the wall. Ulof. Pull it free. Try to knife it through 410. 410 knocks him off stride. Steves will just flip it out. Labo will knife it back in. Price will just try to slow it down and get it out. It's Cochran down low. Picked up by Ulof. Matthews will slow it down as time will expire. They'll let this one run out. The Fundy Thunder win their final regular season home game by a score of 9-4. Jackson Mackay with a hat trick. Cochran and Ulof both with a pair. DeWolf 20 stops in the victory. Final shots 39-24 in favor of the Thunder. Thanks for tuning in here on High Button Sports. Catch all the U16 action for the final regular season weekend and through the playoffs live on highbuttonsports.ca and the High Button Sports YouTube channel. Final score here from the Colchester Legion Stadium. The Fundy Thunder defeat the Moncton Thunderbirds by a final score of 9-4.